Greetings and salutations, everybody. I got bored tonight. Been playing way too much DVD, but adapting and prestiging a lot of people. So, I figured I would share that with everybody else. You can all watch me win and fail as time goes on. Ooh, killer. Let's go with that. I don't think I have too many left in the tome. Should be very, very interesting. How is everybody tonight? Hopefully you're all doing very well. If not, then hopefully things will get better pretty soon. But as for myself, not doing too bad. Just sort of end of year, you know, starting to get struck with the lack of energy that comes with all of the pressures of the year. Work, you know. It's always frustrating in many, many respects. But tonight, the plan is to try and get a few more adepts going, and to then, yeah, see if we can actually finish off the Bone Chill event time. So let's see how we go. And with Killer having the plus 100% blood point bonus, hopefully that will make things a little more interesting. Right, so at the moment, I'm going based off of my prestiged killers. So that way I can try and match them up where possible. I'm doing this similar sort of thing with survivors, but I'm not as worried. I've got a lot of the perks that I enjoy already. But with killers, it's hard to find like a whole bunch of really decent perks to truly settle with. I know a lot of DVD killers tend to, you know, sit with perks like Ruin and Jolt and all that kind of thing, but I don't know. They work, don't get me wrong, they well and truly work. And if a person's gameplay doesn't necessarily, you know, fit to kicking gens all the time, or they prefer to do a lot more chasing, then it works very well. I know I tend to enjoy a bit more of a scare the crap out of everyone as much as possible, which is why Onryo is one of my mains. But for now, the two that I have prestige that I don't have adepted is actually our creepy friend, the Dredge. And the interesting one whenever I play against it while a survivor, being the Hag. But let's have a look at our daily rituals. So we've got one for the Dredge. Alright, so let's go with the Dredge then. Let's see if we can prestige. Haven't really been doing a lot lately, to be perfectly honest. Just work, lots of work. I know I do a lot of ad hoc streaming and that kind of thing, but you know, there's only so much that you can really do when you don't have a lot of energy to actually do anything. So hopefully this will help. Because I really have been playing a lot of DVD lately. That being said, I still don't want this to become my primary game. Let's see how we go. Wait, did I just... I think I messed up, friends. I'm not smarter than your average bear. Aww. Aww. Why would you do this to me? I just want to douse things. Well, maybe not enemies on fire. Yeah, no dousing there. No dousing. Let's see how we go. But it's been very interesting. I've come across quite a few interesting characters across the line. Actually saw a couple of other TTVs, and yeah, found Thy Blinky as well. Very lovely sort of person. Very lovely person. I ended up chilling in that game playing as an Oni. I find the DCs are rather frustrating, to be perfectly honest. Oh, that way. I always feel off-center. But let's hope that we don't get too many DCs tonight. That would be rather frustrating. And I need to hook 6 survivors. Well, that should not be a problem when trying to adapt, assuming I get set adept. But we will see how things will be. And as you may have noticed, I've changed up my viewpoint. I have actually rearranged a lot of my house lately. I was kind of sick of how it was before. So, made it a bit more visually friendly, and it feels a lot nicer to be able to, you know, walk around in, to settle and relax in and the like. I'm just waiting for a couple of deliveries. I've got some visual aids to be going up on the wall behind me here. Hopefully everyone will enjoy them when they see them. I know I certainly will. But other than that, yeah, I've got a new couch coming. I am so keen for that. Nearly 6 months of waiting. Taking a long, long time. Very frustrating. But nonetheless, it is coming, finally. And then I'll be able to do some more, some more retro gaming stuff. Hopefully, anyway. Because I'm very keen to get back in and play some more Banjo-Kazooie and the like. But I really have to go through my list of games and see what could be good. Or at least, what could be good that you would all enjoy. My phone telling me that, hey, you're streaming right now. Yes. Yes, Twitch mobile. I'm aware. Come so far. I was actually surprised to hit level 70 in the Rift this time. I didn't think I'd make it. I was all the way down at, I don't know, 28 or something only a couple of weeks ago. And now I'm already at 73. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with some of the extra cosmetics that you can get now. But if anyone's hanging about, and if you play DVD, feel free to throw in any perk recommendations. I can always run some customs, no worries. But it's time to try and get this bread. Bone chill. Sometimes my mind just goes straight to double entendres. That makes things rather awkward in some respects. And to be honest, I am not the best with dredge, so this will be rather interesting. Especially on this map. Oh really? Oh, ready? What have you done, friends? What have you done? Oh, hello. I see 2 of you. I see 2. Much like a little boy, I see dead people. Oh, did I just... Okay, that was silly. I just teleported myself back to somewhere I didn't need to be. Like a... I actually forgot you could do that. It's an interesting aspect of Dredge's skill set. Ooh, I am getting a little bit of lag. This is not good. Actually, you go this side. I've actually been having a lot of fun trying to adapt so many different players. Hello. Because it makes for an interesting kind of gameplay, to be honest. Like, there's trying to utilize, many different kinds of perks for different play styles, but the affinity perks, I'm going to call them. Really? Why would you? Okay. The affinity perks that people run sorry, that each character has, because it's not just killers, right? But each affinity perk is actually very interesting to the synergy of the characters themselves, particularly when you're looking at original characters like the Dredge. But it makes for a very interesting kind of gameplay. You do your best to try and, you know, win the course as the killer, you know, trying to win as best you can. But adapting kind of sucks in many respects because of just how much you have to do for it. Comparatively, trying to adapt survivors is pretty straightforward. Effectively, just escape. That is literally what it boils down to, right? Which can be more difficult, don't get me wrong, but it makes for a very interesting kind of gameplay. It sometimes feels a little bit unfair, you know, the killer that you have to do so much to adapt. Because it's very easy to lose out. I mean, one of the biggest things is you've got to protect the generators for so long. And that means preventing as many generators from being killed in the first 9 minutes of gameplay. And it's like, it's not super silly or anything, but it certainly makes things rather difficult. Someone was here. I think that could be rather interesting to try and... Oh, hello friends. Yeah, let's not tunnel. I don't like tunneling at the best of times. I'm being used or tunneling myself. I've had to do it accidentally a few times. But it's still like, I feel bad when I end up I really do. It doesn't make for very fun gameplay. It's like, cool, you got someone killed, but I mean, do the game mechanics allow it? Yes. Does it make anything very fun? Not really. Although, honestly, getting stuck on stuff is kind of fun. Are you serious right now? Yes, dissolution, my friend. It just doesn't make for as fun gameplay, right? Ooh, you got me. You got me, partner. It's very interesting on their part, to be perfectly honest. I don't make that. Oh, she got herself up. Well done. Well done. Sorry. Yeah, like, the game's gotta be fun, right? Especially one where you are trying your absolute damnedest to... I did see somebody else. When you're trying your absolute damnedest to just be fun. You know? Because this is all players. They're all different people. It's not like versing bots. I mean, bots can be fun to play against, but they're just not the same. Although that is interesting, they actually added bots to the custom games. I don't think I make this. Which makes it very easy for when you're on your own to test out a killer or a survivor or something. I thought for a second there he had boil. But yeah. I very much like to enjoy making the game a bit fun. I mean, really? I wonder if she gets a hatch. But how do you make a game like this fun, right? Like, that's the ultimate question is, one person playing as a killer, 4 people trying to play together as a team, many of them in solo queue, so you know, you're trying your absolute damnedest to communicate without any kind of verbal communication. You've literally got a point and a wave back. That's literally it. So what do? Like, you do your best, right? Doing adapting stuff can be very interesting. Playing with certain perk sets, you know? Silly perk sets, serious perk sets. Do you want to follow a particular pathway or pattern? You know? I feel like she's definitely found it already. Honestly, I should teleport around. But she healed herself. I try to make them as fun as I can, but sometimes you just gotta do the best you can, you know? But sometimes it's also frustrating. I've had a lot of games where people have, you know, left me just sitting on hook. Because sometimes you can't tell whether you need to actually go and unhook or anything. But yeah, that's an honestly good question. How do you communicate very well without the verbal aspect? And sometimes the interpretation is rather frustrating to deal with. Well, to be perfectly honest, I suppose that's much the same as in life, right? Making sure that people understand what you're trying to impart. Communication may be key, but so is comprehension. If you cannot comprehend what is being communicated, then you're still stuck at square one, right? Which is what I find frustrating about the solo queue for survivors. Is, you know, when you're trying to indicate something, it doesn't work as well. Oh no. Oh good, that makes differentiate a little bit. I hate it when people have got the same skin and you can't tell which is which when you're trying to keep track of the... oh no. For exactly that reason. I have to be very careful about which one I hook so I don't tunnel. Yeah, the event term this time is very interesting. like all event tomes, they're always very simple kind of challenges, but by that same token, bringing back these snowmen from last year, it's kind of fun, but they did take away the extra hit aspect of it, which makes sense, I suppose. Primarily because they did also add in the fact that killers can jump on them, which is why you saw one of the killer challenges was actually to hit someone from while within a snowman. I'm hoping to save that for a chiller match, but who knows? We've got 18 days to finish it off. I have plenty of time to finish 2 challenges. But yeah, if anyone is active in chat, how are you doing? What have you been up to? Give me your thoughts on things that have been happening. And for those that have holidays at the moment, happy holidays. I know that there are quite a lot of different kinds of holidays within, you know, the early December to early January sort of mark. I'm not sure what they all are, primarily because I have never really looked too much. Primarily because it's just difficult to keep up with a lot of them. So many to remember. And because I don't necessarily follow any of them in particular myself, hard to keep up with preference and all of that. There's a people here. Jump! Jump! Hit! I don't know if there's a second person here. Oh look, here's a hook I prepared earlier. Enjoy your accommodations. Thank you for flying with Kimiko. Oh, that's sneaky. Oh, that was sneaky. Whoa. She done spun me good, everybody. But I hear another generator that is close to completion. So, here's the next step. Chase them until the ends of the earth. You know what though? This is where you be a little silly. And you go like that. And I like the way you teleport right there, right there. Gonna hook them over here, right there, right there. You leave my generator alone! That's my generator! Oh, never mind. Honestly, I need to teleport around a bit more. I always forget about that. I do it with all of them. I forget to teleport. Where do you think they are, friends? Over there. By that sink. Hello, hello. Let's up to death we go. It's supremely dorky. I love some of the names that people have. Honestly, they're adorable. I hope that all of you have some interesting names in mind to go with. I know it can be a lot of fun. They're hidden. Whatever shall we do? I hear you. No, they go up. Don't go after. Because we go round and round. Go round the clock. And stab the Meg. Oh, she goes now. I've been struggling with some controls, to be perfectly honest. Like I tried having a go at Oni, and while I got the Adept, holy crap! Oh really? He is a hard one to play, to be perfectly honest. Very hard one to play. Oh no. Oh no, friend. I am so happy I got the hang of that. So very happy that I got the hang of that. I see you. Can you see me behind that mask? Can you see me behind that mask? Yeah, people complaining a lot about masks and like, that's amazing what you can see. Mine. Right behind me. Like honestly, that would be the kind of OP move I would do. Really? I swear, if this is the one that I use. See, I hate tunneling. Like, could I win if I just tunneled? Yes. Like, was it probably a better strategic option to go with that one? Yeah, probably. Because then at least I would get the kill. I don't like it, honestly. I really don't. Hey, come here. Don't use my own tricks against me. You dare use my own spells against me, my son. Ooh, she might get off because I just took the long ass way around. Absolute mad lads! Hawk! Where did they go? And what do we do? What do you do when the dredge comes for you? If it sprint away. Oh! Hello! Fool of a boon! That's sad, friend. That is very sad. Yes. Things have been rather interesting over the last little while. With my new job, having to try and sort around all the different things. Oh, let's hope that. Well spotted. My apologies with a lot of different movie references. Watching a lot of cinema sins, which if you don't know, basically it's a lot of essentially, what's the word? it's a whole bunch of satire around um, just movies in general and reviews. You know, you have like movie critics and everything, and CinemaSins takes it to like a very interesting level. Oh, I think she lost me. I think she lost me, peeps. Because they tend to like rip movies apart, so don't get me wrong, but they like to do it in a fun way. And it makes it very interesting because they've got silly sins and all that kind of thing, of course, but yeah, they're just so good. They've got like nearly 1,000 episodes and everything like that. And I just love the hell out of them. I really do. They're just so fun. But they're just so good. Like I really enjoy them. They're easy to watch. They kind of lift my mood a lot. And some of the things that just come through are just really silly. Oh, seriously? You got me, friend. Oh, look. Here's a hook prepared earlier. Up there. She's up there. Angry face mug. Ah, people's names are so good. Sometimes I wish I stuck to like a funny name or something. You're on the hook for it, friend. Good. Do you think she gets the unhook? There's no way. That was close though. Give them credit. They did well. They did really well. I've been slowly getting better at dodging the spin. It used to get me all the time. My good friend the Valvenar taught me the little, when they spin, try to stop and turn. You lose all your momentum, of course, but try and turn with it. But they get me with the half spin sometimes. I have been learning though. Yay! Dredge has been adapted. Another one bites the dust. But that means I can do a chiller match now. I like doing chiller matches. They're a bit silly. Ooh. I don't get that often. Level up. I don't know if that's a game any of you have played. Geometry Wars. Such a fun game. Literally a twin stick shooter. And you know, it's very similar to the old arcade twin stick shooters like Asteroids and stuff like that. Move around, shoot the things that come around you. But yeah, all the different kinds of enemies that spawn and that kind of thing. Oh, it's such a fast-paced and intensive sort of game. Maybe I should do that one day. I should pull together some of my similar games like that. You know, Geometry Wars, Super Hexagon. Although I don't know how people will go with Super Hexagon because it can cause some disorientation with the type of movement in it. I know a few friends have they struggle to watch it just because the way the stage itself moves, but your character also moves around it as well, and it can change, and it can be. It's a lot of fun. It can also be very frustrating because it's so easy to die in it. But yeah. Did you see that though, everyone? Did you see? I have fully completed the first. And we're on the last one. We're on the last one. It's the final challenge. We'll finish it together. And you know which killer I like to chill as? Ghostface. Ghostface can be an absolute pain to play sometimes. I've slowly got his power, sorted out, and like, especially once I realized you actually have to use the activity button, which is the mouse for me. I got a little. I don't even know where the hell my mouse is. My camera is. I got little buttons on the side, and so my M4. Much easier to use my thumb on the mouse than it is to try and use space. I seem to have input lag when it comes to the space key, which is very strange. But nonetheless, I run basically a let's find them build, pure aura build, just for the hell of it, Gotta find people to tell them I'm chilling kind of thing. It's a lot of fun. Now I had that one because it's a lot of fun, but, I found this. It's one of the Rift rewards. It's so good. It reminds me of a scary movie. Which, fun fact, if you didn't already know, the Scream movies, which are the actual horror movies, they were originally titled Scary Movie. Or at least the first one was originally Scary Movie, but they renamed it to Scream for some reason. I'm actually going to look that up, the reason why they renamed it. Why did the Scream movie get renamed? Scream. Nope. Give me the original Scream, thank you. Da 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 da. Do you like scary movies? The screenplay, originally titled Scary Movie, was brought and was retitled by the Weinstein brothers just before the filming was complete. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so it's because of the screenplay rather than anything else. But it was always hilarious that, the spoof movie was actually Scary Movie. And the first two, they're super silly. If you haven't seen them, they are stupid silly. They can be a lot of fun though, don't get me wrong. But I always found that hilarious. From the original name, and they made the spoof out of the original name. But for for both series, to be perfectly honest, once you get to sort of the third movie, you tend to get a bit, I hesitate to say boring, but rote, repetitive is probably better. And it's a little bit disheartening, I suppose. Because you can have some great horror series and the like, but when they start going too long, you get stuff like, what is it? Is it Jason X? No, that's not the space one, is it? Well, you get little silly things like Freddy vs. Jason and that kind of stuff, and it reminds me too much of Aliens vs. Predator, where it's just a matter of people love the two franchises so much they just want to join them together. And it's just a little bit silly, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still enjoy it. Nothing wrong with enjoying a movie. But sometimes they take it too far, I find. And it's frustrating to me. And love them. If you love them, love them. But I liken it to, the Dark Tower series, let's say. I love the books. The Dark Tower by Stephen King. Oh, absolutely love them. I started reading them when they were only the the third one out of 7 had only just been released. And so I've read the first 3 books like 7 times or so. And then when each new one came out, like my granddad had the whole series, so I borrowed it from him to be able to read. Because unfortunately we couldn't afford to have too many books, particularly not just money but also space. Moving around way too much. But I absolutely love this series. It is so good. I've read the entire series at least 3 times. And the way he just looked back at the screen, that was so dopey. Sorry. But when they did the movie adaptation, like, there are many changes that, you know, movies will do to try and make it fit, especially a live action movie. And I get that, and that's fine. But there are some fundamental aspects that when they change them, it makes it frustrating to me. And I understand, you know, if you take it as a standalone thing, it can be great, but I feel almost like there's taking a stylized or artistic approach to something to change it enough. But when you're taking a lot of the core elements, or at least some of the core story components, and you're trying to shoehorn some core elements for the fans in it, you then break it. It's like take the creative freedom and run with it separately. Don't throw in a lot of just the fan base stuff, because if you do that, then you basically, I don't know, pull too much from it, and then you just get too many people who then hype it up because they're fans. Oh no. Well, it's East Wing. That's okay. I'm not used to the West Wing. I'm so not used to the West Wing. Alright, let's find some peeps. But yeah, like, it's the reason I haven't even watched the Assassin's Creed movie at all. I saw the trailer and was like, this looks horrible. And I just was not interested in seeing it. But even when they did Man of Steel, now don't get me wrong, I very much enjoy the DC movies in general, I suppose, but yay, chilling! Where are we? Haha, let's get some pallets going, peeps. But yeah, like, in the DC movies, one of the most fundamental aspects of Superman is that he will not kill. Like, that was the whole point of his big thing. Collateral damage is one thing, so I know, like, there's semantics involved in it. There's Oi, come back here. Oi. Oh, fine. We'll go this way. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Superman. His fundamental aspect, but then in the very first movie for the first aspect of it with Man of Steel, they just straight up like made him kill Zod. They just straight up made him kill Zod. Yeehaw! I love that you can crouch as freaking Ghostface and Pig. You can crouch as Pig too. Hey, do you want your pallet? Yeah, and it's like, why take that fundamental aspect of Superman's character away? I found that super frustrating. Because Superman is supposed to be, yeah, like, you have the whole Superman argument, right? Because Superman is so powerful that you just, you know, trying to explain away anything with Superman because he's just too damn powerful. And it's very hard to do that. And I see exactly where Zack Snyder was going with it, and if taken independently, um, then I can understand it, and that's fine. But I very much enjoy the um, the comics and the TV shows and all of that kind of stuff a lot, right? I enjoy them a whole bunch, and to have it so tainted, I suppose. Well, tainted is not the right word. Honestly, it is really not the right word. Oh, cheers. But to have it so fundamentally changed while, you know, trying to keep other fundamental aspects, that got me. Like, I couldn't with that. Honestly, I just couldn't. I haven't even properly seen all of them. Like, I saw Aquaman. Aquaman was pretty cool. I think Jason Momoa did pretty well portraying Arthur. It was that's where I see creative freedom being taken in such a good way. You know, when you look at the original Aquaman, he was a little more dorky, I suppose. But I don't know, Zack Snyder managed to change him to be a little bit more, not as badass as is something to say. Don't get me wrong, the original Aquaman was badass in his own way. He was just seen as relatively weak because of certain seemingly pathetic powers like speaking to fish and all that kind of thing. But when you actually stop and think about it, holy crap, the ability to communicate with all sea life, to basically have, you know, the seas at your command kind of thing. That's an amazing power. Like, could you imagine pulling a megalodon or something straight from the bowels of the frickin' ocean just for the sake of it? Just like, screw you all. Could you imagine that? Like, oh, you'd terrify the absolute crap out of villains doing that. Hi, friends. Come hither, friends. Let's go. It's actually kind of funny that, you know, demolishing a snowman actually requires open sesame. Yeah, so it's that whole sort of mixing the fundamentals with the creative freedom that gets me, right? And that's a personal thing, right? That's a me issue. The entity hungers. So do I, but you don't see me complaining now, do ya? Down under Down Under Thunder, what do you reckon? Do you think that's just, you know, like a play on Thor, you know, Chris Hemsworth being Australian? Or could it actually be something like a fart joke, perhaps? Interesting. So I decided to have a few drinks tonight as well. So, ye old faithful Jack and Coke. But since I have no more Coke left, Coca-Cola, I'm going to try it with Pasito. And if none of you know, Pasito is like a passion fruit style of soft drink, or soda, depending on what nomenclature you prefer. Ooh, oh, that's fancy. Oh, that's fancy. Do you see my gold here? You see my gold? This is the first one ever out of all of the tomes that I've ever actually been able to well, gold star. I do have some in the current tome. I have the first one gold starred. That was before the event came about. But it's exciting, right? Like, you get to do some stuff and, yeah, just have fun with it. Ew. Ew. I don't like that. I don't like that. I... Side note, back to the game. These challenges annoy me. They really do. Like, kill everyone with a particular thing, right? No, it means you can save one person by giving them a hatch, and that's fine. But they make it so frustrating, particularly when, you know, you do your best and that kind of thing. I hesitate to say luck plays a part in it because sometimes it's a matter, well, sorry, a vast majority of the time, it comes down to the killer play style and familiarity with levels and the like, and the same for the survivors. And MMR also plays a part, of course. But sometimes that familiarity makes things hard, and you do have the the luck of the draw in terms of actual placement generation for generators and hexes and all that kind of stuff. But it's just frustrating sometimes. You sort of get partway through and you're doing so good or whatever, or you just get absolutely hammered, and it's frustrating. It really is. But they have a lot of these, but like, you look at these, right? Let's go back to the first one, just as a comparison. I mean, this is primarily for people who don't play TBD, so I know that this may bore some of you. And, you know, I love this game. I love the horror component to it. I love the ability to actually play as the killer, particularly some more well-known killers, because that's a lot of fun. I find that a lot of fun, especially the audio. Like, I I love a lot of things about Japan and Japanese culture. Um, I'm learning the language. My Japanese teacher is actually from Japan, so she helps teach me a lot of culture-based components as well. Um, and no, I don't just sit on anime and all that kind of stuff. I actually, I my phone is completely in Japanese. I speak 99.9% in Japanese with my teacher. I try. Well, actually, you can probably see it in my about as well. Like, I have it on my Twitch channel. I'm actually hoping to do some Japanese streams at some point in the future. 100% in Japanese. Hell, the Nier Replicant and Nier Automata. I've completed Nier Replicant completely in Japanese. Japanese for the actual playing language, Japanese with the subtitles, Japanese with the audio. I'm still playing Automata, but same thing. And I've been wanting to do the same for a bunch of other games. Like, the language, the culture and stuff, it just calls to me. Where was I going with that? I tangented myself into a complete separate train of thought, and now I've lost my thought process. Oh dear. What was I going with that? DVD, killers... Onryo. That's right. So the Onryo is, of course, based on The Ring, right? Which was based on Ringu, which was a Japanese horror film. Japanese horror tends to rely on spirits and the like. They honestly find zombies laughable. Because the body is just the body. Like, there's nothing truly horrifying about that. Whereas spirits, as a big part of their culture, going back millennia. Oh, excuse me. So the Onryo, absolutely loved, and seeing her in this game, was so nice to see. But holy crap, playing her is interesting. She's short. She's like very short, and makes sense. Don't get me wrong. The original, like, the character in the movies and that is short too. But to be able to play as her, to do the crawling out of the TVs, to throwing out the curse, to manifesting and demanifesting, it's so much fun. Particularly like when you can play as other characters too. Like my second main, if you will, is Blight. It's such a fun killer to play. Just the speeding boost and trying to go around and doing all that. Sorry, very long-winded tangent. But when you look at a lot of these challenges and the like, you know, perform a cooperative action for 75 seconds. Now, it doesn't seem too bad. I mean, this is also the first level in the tome. 3 bronze quality of these and the like. Sacrificing 4 survivors, knock down 8, get a pink glyph, go into the second tier, but then you've got like damage 4 different generators. That's pretty straightforward, earning a bunch of blood points. But then this one, as I showed before, like killing everyone with a particular perk. Now they get used all the time. This is an interesting one. Finish a generator while in the terror radius. Like you have to be in the terror radius for it. You know, dropping the pallet and all that kind of thing. But you go back to like the first tome, and you can see the progression of with all the additional killers and survivors and all that kind of stuff. How it all changes. You know, repair 2 generators. Damage 6 generators, damage the same generator twice, unlock 5 chests, cleanse 8 totems, disturb 25 crows. That's actually interesting. But it's like they're all relatively simple and straightforward stuff. Ooh, maybe not. Earn 200,000 blood points. Holy crap! But you can see how the bump up over time has changed a lot. In many regards, like you go back to some of these and some of them are just really straightforward, pretty easy to do. So some of them are actually a bit different, so maybe I'm just proving myself wrong. But it just seems like a lot of these older ones are a bit simpler, and there's less messing around with the different pathways. I should put some music back on. But yeah, I mean, it's just interesting. Like even this, having the eye, that's pretty. I like that. But even like these pathways, right? Like start from the top and make your way down. A lot more lore in them as well, which makes a lot of sense, you know. But it just seems like the longer we go on, the more silly you kind of have to be earlier on. Well, I say silly, but the more you have to do to get through it. And it makes sense. It's just frustrating, I find. Just super frustrating. But let us find a... Oh, let's just adapt someone. Furtive chase. Huh. You know what, let's go with this relatively easy one. Hook 15 survivors. That's like 2 matches. Hit 5 survivors while undetected. Oof. Oof. That would be frustrating. Damage 15 gens. No, I don't like that. Anyway, sorry. Sidetracking myself. But let us see how we go. I think I'm gonna go with black. I enjoy black. I wonder, do I run? Yeah, the stressing build is always fun. I've been trying to get a lot of the perks that work within a terror radius, just to make things a bit more interesting. Because I like the mind game component of being a killer. So being able to, you know, have them be coming from ages away, but also be debilitated in some ways, makes for a very interesting gameplay, I find. Or there's the attempted not letting them out. Never successfully used Blood Warden yet, which is rather interesting. Ooh, I don't have a third build. So maybe I should see about doing something differently. Oh, I ended up trying out No One Escapes Death. not a huge fan. I see it used all the time, and you know, it can be a very interesting perk, but I'm just not a huge fan of how easy it is to kind of turn the game around right at the end. It just becomes a bit frustrating in some respects, I find. Let's run with Ruin. Sloppy Butcher. Hunting. Let's run with a different, interesting build. Let's hold on to them for longer. Make sure I can hit better while carrying. Oh, sorry, not just while carrying, while just doing the main one. Oh, basic attack. That's not gonna work. Let's pick a different one. What do we reckon, chat? Do we do something to try and find people? Do we do something to try and prevent gen progress? It's a difficult one. Yeah, let's run Undying. I love the secondary aspect of Undying. I didn't realize it until a little while ago, the fact that Undying actually allows you to see survivors within 8 meters, or 4 meters of any dull totem. It's actually very interesting to work, but let's use that as a backup to our Ruin. Make them work for it. That means I have to actually try and kick some generators. I always end up off center. Why do I always end up off center? Feels really odd, just being like that little bit off center. I mean, you get to see a little bit of my altar, but nonetheless. We shall see, my dear friends. We shall see. So what am I at? 73 out of 85. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Now, what are we doing? We are trying to do the best we can. We're all trying to do the best that we can. But then, what can we do about that, right? No? We do the best that we can, but how do you work towards the beneficial componentry of that? You know? Make things a little better. Small wins. That's what you want. You really want to be able to have small wins. Then again, if you can't make a small win, that's okay too. I just always hope that if anyone is struggling, that you can find anything that you need. Actually, you know what I should do? I should actually find out whether I have properly fixed up my Nightcrawler to put my socials in. This is a horrible time to be doing this. It's a really horrible time to be doing this. Yes, I am actually using Valvanar's Tavern. So if any of you are overly keen, feel free to join me there. Commands. Nope, I don't have it set up at the moment. I'll get that set up. But in the meantime, let's get some things. Where are you? Where are you? I have so many different screens. Let's get this bread. So I've thrown in Valvanar's Tavern in there. Feel free to come and join me. I'm not in there 100% of the time, but I'm there a fair bit. He thinks I didn't see him, but I did. Hello, friend. Yes, that's where we like to hang out on occasion. Whoa, and I didn't get stunned. That's a rarity. Oh. Ruinous! It's ruinous, I tells ya! Drop it like it's hard, drop it like it's hard. When an Ash got an attitude, he drops it like it's hard, drops it like it's hard. Hi Ash! Bye Ash! Yeah, pretty good friends with the Valvanar. We do what we can together. Gotcha! Oh! But also feel free to jump onto his channel at any time, give him a like. Yeah. He does a lot of DVD streaming, but also likes to do a bit of variety streaming. He very much enjoys similar games like Victoria 3 and all that kind of thing. He has a lot of fun with it all. But I think that he would like to do some other things as well, which I'm hoping that I can help him out with at some point. Oh no, I think I just lost him. I feel like I've been duped. I hear him. Where are you? Oh, he's upstairs. Is he upstairs? Nope, he's downstairs now. Not today, Satan! Wow, sorry. Vittorio? Vittorio? Looks like Vittorio. In the basement with you. Because it's such a fun place. Especially in the winter. Hi, Bill. But I wonder what everyone is doing for the holidays. I know I'm not doing overly much. I'm sort of chilling. Bill! I will bill you for your time. Somebody gets off the hook. Come down here again. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Come down here one more goddamn time. I'm honestly hoping I'm going for the right person here. Oh, hello. Got him. Honestly, I should be rushing a hell of a lot more than I am. Dead hard through me? That's well done. Oh! He spun me! Cheeky little fucker spun me! Oh, he just messed himself. You done messed yourself, friend. I'm sorry. Oh no. I mean, I'm not exactly doing very well. Oh no, friend. Oh no, friend. Something else is here. Nope. It's okay. Back to the basement. I get so invested in this, you know, start leaning in. So invested. It's not being worked on. I'm having to 3-gen them here. That's not being worked on, good. Because, guess what? Guess who's coming back for Christmas? No! Not me! He runs away. Gets off the hook. Oh. Oh! I just frickin' turned myself around. Every now and then I just get real disoriented because I struggle around. Oh. Oh. That's a spicy player, man. Really? This is really where I should go. Gotcha. I just... Oh, we're abandoned. Okay, so... Guess what? Getting freaking turned around, that's what. He could actually get out because of this. Got him! Enjoy your hook time. I are sad. I had hoped to 3-gen, but I spent too long. Drops it. Fine. Yes. Yes. Come to me. Greatest of the Survivor 4. think I can get them? I don't think I can get them. I mean, do the smart thing. Okay. Off. Off! I am so invested in this. It's very hard to talk right now. Ah! Yoink! Hey, come here. Star Colonians. You better run, man. Well, I gotta be happy with that, you know. 8 hooks. Not shabby. So, very invested in that. Brutal killer. Every time I see brutal killer, it makes me remember Brutal Legend. Don't know if anyone else has played that before. Brutal Legend. Such a fun sort of game. It starred Jack Black as the main actor. Basically someone who got pulled into a fantasy world with a lot of heavy metal or metal kind of things, and it's kind of a mix between an open-ish world RPG with like an interesting hot rod car that you can go around and do things in, with a little bit of RTS style. You know, you basically order some troops and move them around to try and win bigger battles and all that kind of thing. But, oh, I hear someone in the background. What's going on? Do I have something open? I do have something open. Whoops. That's my bad, friends. As for, I said I was going to post this before. This is my good friend Valvina. Feel free to go give him a follow. Yeah, so a bit of RTS aspect to it as well. It's a rather simple game, to be perfectly honest, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing it. I had it on the PS3 a long time ago, but I need to find it again. But we shall see. Ooh, we don't have a bonus. Ooh, Survivor is bonus this time. Wonder what everyone reckons. Shall we go for some survival matches? Actually, I find it interesting, right? I've always wondered how they properly define the survivors that sit on the log in the background. Because this Meg here, that's the outfit that I've been using for Meg. Plus also, this Jeff here, I recently adapted Jeff, and that was exactly the outfit I was using. Whereas I haven't actually done anything with these two. So I think it's very interesting that, you know, they throw those in there, and I really do wonder how they actually define that. Let's do a little bit of Survivor, why not? Let's get some more blood points. Yeah, see what I mean? And Meg! I love that skirt. I want a skirt like it. I wish I had a skirt like it. One day. One day when I can find them in my size. I have a big head and little arms. I don't think this plan was thought out so good. Bastard. If you haven't seen Meet the Robinsons, it's a bit of a fun movie. What are we even doing? We're running around with our heads cut off, Captain. Ah, okay. Carry on. Let's give some to everybody. A little for you, a little for me. One small stream, all for thee. It'd be absolutely hilarious to get into a lobby with some of the people that I was just versing as killer. So I mean, it's getting close to midnight here. So it's amazing that there's still some people on. I mean, mind you, it is Saturday. So I suppose it's not that surprising. But yeah, I've been staying up a little later than I probably should. But nonetheless, you know, you will get to see me while I'm binging my DVD. I did it again. I didn't put the music on. Either I put it on and forget that it's on and have it in the background, or I forget to put it on because I don't realize it's not on. I'm too used to being in a Discord chat with people. That's the problem. What strange place will we be spawning in next? It'd be interesting to get more of the lore. Oh no, I am not a fan of this map. Mostly because I don't really know it very well. But yeah, it'd be interesting to get some more of the lore, to understand a bit better. Because the little bits that I have read, you know, it makes for very interesting reading, particularly some of the original characters. And some of the lore I do have to get a little bit more tomes done. But it'd be especially interesting to see how they characterize the licensed characters. Oh no. Oh no, friends. Kind of funny. On Yui, all four of these perks I have at purple. On Meg, not so much. I'm not doing one of these great skill checks lately. I kind of need them to actually get hyper focus to go up. Hundreds. Nope. You done missed twice, my dear. Do you reckon she gets me this time? Oh no. Did I just run myself into a fucking corner? Of course I did. Oh, she got me! I hate that. Damn. That was poor planning on my part. Nah, but this map would be great for a huntress, to be honest. She's definitely a barbecue. But I'm actually fading faster than I thought, so I might make this my last match. Oh damn. These huntress. Sometimes you just come across a huntress and they're just so great at throwing. It's so good. You think he makes it? Sorry, do you think she makes it? Yeah, she does. Holy crap! Holy crap! This isn't a huntress, this is a sniper. This is the sniperess. That was honestly a great throw. Alright, you're up. Next. Nope. Spicy pain. Well. She's got barbecue though, so we're kind of screwed anyway. I guess I die next. Oh no. I led her right to the basement. Damn. I like her axe though. Very pretty axe. Must be a Christmas one. Hell, I might even have it. I'll have to check that after this. There are some awesome cosmetics, but sometimes I just wish they were on. There were more for some of the characters that I prefer. You can hear my generator back there. A generator back there. That is my generator. Damn. Still hasn't regressed very far. Which is surprising. Looks like we're screwed, friends. Might as well. Might as well put some music on. I mean, we're not going to be here much longer. Might as well have some fun with it, right? Have a trap. Damn. It's the game. Guess who just lost it? I've kind of given up, to be honest. Free drop, go right, go left, and hit. Damn. Almost. Almost made it to the hole. I think she's coming after me. Nope. She wants that 4K. wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah. I like this wiggle system over the old one. You just had to hold the button. Well, that's a bummer. To finish up on a really short game. That's okay. You know, it's fun to jump on even just for a little bit. Honestly, I don't even know how long I've been on. How long have I been? Let's find out. Oh yeah, and I reached version 1, which is pretty cool. View my challenges! We have a completed challenge! Ugh, now I've got to pick another one. I don't want to do another one. Fine. Pinkless aren't too bad, at least. What did we get? We got a Michaela bottle. That's pretty snazzy. What's a whole outfit look like? Oh. That's interesting. I'm not a fan of the shirt. The hair's pretty cool. Alrighty then. Thank you everyone for being here for a very short time. I was kind of hoping that I would go a bit longer, but fading a little too fast. And I don't want to go completely silent on you. It's bad enough if I get stuck into the game just narrating what I'm doing. Definitely don't want it to be a matter of complete silence, because, you know, I'm falling asleep at the desk. But I will say, if you are having a good time, please continue to do so. If not, I hope things get better. Otherwise, cope well. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, whatever time it happens to be. And I will see you all next time. Bye.